Hey, you lovely souls. Thank you for supporting my channel. And so today, we're going to do some shadow work, okay? So you know how we hear a lot about third-party situations. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I was younger, I purposely put myself in third-party situations. I wanted men that belonged to other women. And so as I got older and I started experiencing attracting third-party situations, I would be a victim, and I would say, oh my gosh, that person is such a bad person, such and such, blase, 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 blase. And I would just play victim and keep attracting third-party situations. So today, I got honest with myself about, okay, so obviously what I desire, I am able to attract, but to get to that place, I need to be honest with myself. So I admitted, where my player habits and, player habits came from. It's not that I have a fear of commitment, you guys. It's more so, I wish to know what love truly is. And I know that it's not lust. So what is love? I'm actually very curious. So that was just some shadow work with you guys. Nothing to be ashamed about. I spoke to a gentleman today, and he was telling me about how he was starting to connect more to his spiritual roots. And his way of doing it is via the Bible and things like that. And he started opening up to me about some things. And, at the end of the day, we both learned if God is going to understand us and accept us as we are, if we feel safe with God and we feel as if God will not trust us, if we feel as if God will not, judge us. I didn't mean to say not trust us, but if God is not going to judge us, then how did God become God? And if you really think about it, God had to understand what it's like to be human. You know what I'm saying? If God is always evolving, whatever your definition of God is, the universe, evolution, well, then that means God, if you're following me, if God is going to understand us and not judge us and say, I forgive you, then God must understand what it's like to fall as well. So this is a shadow work, of course, video for us to make peace with our sexuality, all of it. Because I started telling myself, I'm going to change who I am sexually in every way possible. And I was so shameful of my past. And I tried to act like it didn't happen. So I kept getting blessed with third-party situations. And thank you, Spirit. Because honestly, I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? And then I finally realized I don't feel bad about wanting to learn how to date from scratch. And if that means I, date around a lot, was, as long as I'm being wise about it. But for me to understand the wise aspect of it, what do I need to understand? So this 3-part pick a card is going to be titled, what do your lust habits, what information does it have for you about you so that you can stop judging yourself? Now, how the title shows up on YouTube is what it shows up as. But what message does your lust have for you about you? Okay? There's 2 cards, all right? And if you're ready for this, we're going to be using Sis. Sis always be on deck. We're going to be using Finding Inner Peace Inspiration cards. Become the best version of yourself. And we're going to use my own homemade deck, okay? You guys, what's funny? When I was in North Carolina, I was getting into tarot cards, and I went to a bar, and there was a guy who was saying, yeah, I'm into tarot too, and he was, and things like that. But in the bar it said, can you show me your deck? Deck, D-E-C-K, because I really was interested in tarot, but people heard something else, and then they looked up, and it was like, yeah, your deck of cards. Look at my tarot cards. And they were like, oh, shit. So it went from being like, did she just say she want to see a dick, to, um, you went to tarot? Yo, I had no idea I would be taking tarot to YouTube. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Um, I even have a sign on my door with a whole, like, on my YouTube channel, I change my names up. I make a new page here, there, blase, blase. But on my door, I just got the same one. It's called Medusa's Tarot. I like Medusa. Shit. Don't hate on Medusa. By the way, look up the legend of Medusa if you are ready to ascend. Okay? But we're going to get into the two pals. Pal 1 is starting at 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Beautiful pile 1, we're starting at 6 minutes and 20 seconds. So, messages from your list about, for you, about you, for you. We're going to start with sis, okay? Sis, don't be playing. I feel that energy. I'm not looking at the cards, y'all, but I feel the energy is so innocent. And I feel it's a very innocent energy that can be distorted with wrong information. I feel like maybe you grew up in a home where, sex was demonized. Perhaps there was sexual trauma in your family bloodline. So, there was a sense of great shame and guilt connected to feeling attraction, lustful attraction to someone in your family due to a sexual crime that could have taken place in your family. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can I enjoy this thing, but yet this thing hurt me? So I feel as if what's happening, Pile 1, is you are disconnecting from the fear that was passed in your bloodline connected to sexual activity and things like that. And this is helping you be able to purify your sacral chakra so that you can attract more high vibrational sexual experiences where you can actually enjoy it instead of fearing that something bad will happen to you. Okay? All right. So let's look into the cards. We have the 10 of Cups. So we're going to get to some trigger warning. Okay, baby. Can you go up there just for the moment? Okay, so with this 10 of Cups here, this is telling me, and this is a trigger warning, perhaps you are healing in your family bloodline family molestation. This may not be what you want to hear, but, bloodlines go deep, and I don't need to pay to get a bloodline reading when I can just tap into the cards here. I feel as if you are healing molestation in the family. And I'm also feeling the molestation was connected to not being able to trust outsiders, like a very occult, like cult-like family where they only, what they know together is how they perceive the world. And I feel like this cultish type family formed due to some sort of family trauma connected to sexual abuse, assault for some. And so the family probably just, said, okay, we don't want it to happen again. Let's stick together. And so perhaps, Pile 1, you showed signs of feeling sexually free at a young age. And I feel as if you were demonized because of it. You may have even, met people who would slut shame you because it's like maybe in the town or the place you grew up at, sex was deemed very dirty but highly sought after. So it was something done in the dark. And I feel as if you grew up in a place where it was looked at as, oh my gosh, she is sexually free, he is sexually free, they a hoe, they a pimp, shit like that. But so maybe you're feeling there's something wrong with you wanting to express sexuality. No, You are healing your sacral chakra so that your children will be able to, be able to identify a healthy sexual experience versus a non-healthy sexual experience. You also are healing sexual trauma too. So we have love awakens my soul. I will begin to truly love myself with a love that awakens my soul. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. So I feel like something in your bloodline that's coming through is that your bloodline possibly associated the act of sex with love bombing, and this contributed to being in narcissistic, abusive relationships where come here, I put you down. The victims would be controlled by sex. They would be controlled with sex. So I feel as if you're definitely healing this for your bloodline. So your lust is telling you, do not fear the fact that you have sexual attraction in the way that you do. There's a reason that you have that. You're supposed to. And your ancestors want you to know that you're not alone on this healing journey. Now, some would say, well, healing lust ain't that big of a deal. But when it's connected to the sacral chakra and sexual assault has occurred in one's life or in the bloodline, there's a heavy blockage in the heart chakra, which can keep, if it's not healed, it'll be very difficult for you to meet partners who actually love you, who are patient with you, who want to work with you long term and healing, and they will let you be yourself and support you. So what's happening is you are healing your sacral chakra so you can fully unblock your heart chakra, pile one, so that you can actually bring in your true love. Now, I honor your emotions, okay? Message from your lust and 6 + 2. This goes back to family dynamics and union. Trigger warning. Maybe your family has mixed together, and that's okay. There's nothing to be shameful about that. Literally, stuff has happened, bro. Don't blame yourself for doing something you didn't know about. Accept that, hey, shit, now I know. You're going to sit there and hold your head down because it's like, what are they going to think about me? No one has the audacity or the room to judge anyone. And when I tell you guys this, no one can judge anyone. Honestly, I can't judge you. You can't judge me. There's no judgment here. Literally, when I'm doing these pick a cards, you guys, this is helping me heal. Okay? So just know there's no judgment here. Whatever it is that you need to do for you that is healthy and is not harming anyone, go ahead and do it. And if others are not taking the time to understand themselves, this is where you understand you can't control these people. And they can't control you. The only one who can control anyone is you can control yourself, and they can control themselves. And if others choose not to control themselves, then you simply say, you know what? I don't like how I feel in this moment, but I honor my emotions to allow myself to feel what I feel and to understand that I'm powerful enough to be the change that my family needs. So pile one, that is your 1414. Look at that angel message. That is your message. I'm going to, we're going to do some Reiki for you guys, okay? Let me cleanse with the energy with the sound bowl, and then we're going to do some Reiki. Have a good day, pile one. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hi, pumpkin. So, hello, beautiful, beautiful pal 2. I almost forgot that you're a pal 2. So, I don't know what that means. I really feel as if you're labelless, pal 2. I really feel as if, you don't really care how you're viewed sexually, labeled wise. I feel as if you're labeled sexually, and this is very healthy. It also keeps you free of STDs. It's like there's this openness where you don't mind simply expressing your sexuality. Um, any rules that you could have been taught, like, if I express my how I truly feel about someone, sexually to someone, they're gonna judge me harshly. Well, I feel you're at a place where you don't care if they judge you harshly. You're like, hey, this is how I feel, and I just want to simply express it. But what you're gonna find quite interesting, pal, too, is that people actually respect this honesty. And in fact, it's very empowering for a lot of feminine energy, because a lot of feminine energy has been suppressed sexually, 1616 confirmation. And so I feel as if suppressed feminine sexual energy is starting to rise through the cracks. I feel as if your energy is like a rose growing through concrete, okay? A concrete jungle. Oh, look at the baby. Look at the baby. I love my babies. Water is chilling in the water's chilling right now, so water just stay chilling. But yeah, I really feel as if your energy is very refreshing, and it's like your energy is like walking through a concrete jungle, just bored, lethargic with life, and then one looks down and sees a rose growing through concrete. They can't understand what made them look at it. All they know is they felt something, they looked, and they saw beauty. And it's like some of them can't believe it. Like they'll literally walk back to see if the rose is still there, and they're like, "You're still here?" So some people with your lust, some people be thinking like you are not real. You're like someone that just came in, they had a fantasy about, and then it was just like, is that real? And when they actually meet the fantasy girl in their mind, you're being asked to take accountability for not for caving in to giving into other people's things, their fantasies. Well, power too. So you're being asked to recognize why you do it. And I really feel it's based off of survival, people pleasing. Maybe you had to people please to survive in your family. Maybe if you didn't people please, you would have experienced some form of abuse. You could have experienced child abuse, and maybe perhaps people pleasing showed up in your sexuality. So I feel as if you're very gifted in bed, very tantric oriented. However, it's meant for you to understand that you set the pace with everyone. Literally, people will change for you, not because it's based off of sex, but people change for you because your standards show them how they should honor themselves. So literally, I feel that there's not a lust-based relationship with you guys, pal, too. I feel it's more of a love-based connection because people love that authenticity that you have. And that beautiful authenticity allows them to be themselves, unjudged, and they're just like, you know what? I'm at peace with that. But I also feel as if you're working through some insecurities sexually, but you don't really realize how loved you are, pal, too. And the more open you are about these sexual insecurities, you'll be able to meet sexual partners who will be at your same level, okay? So let's get into the cards. I like this. You're comfortable, baby. Do your thing. She's so comfy. Every time Cuddles is comfy cozy, she expresses her sense of gratitude for comfort and safety that's like not compromised with purring. She is a survivor of abuse, and she's brave enough to find happiness again. We're blessed with the moon card. We all honor each other's emotions. Okay, okay, okay. And patience pays off. I'm patient because I know I'm going through a process and am in full acceptance of this situation. So, Pal 2, you have successfully manifested a romantic encounter. Now, encounter, I'm still learning. Let me see. Let me trust myself. Encounter, patience. Oh, dear God. Okay, now I'm getting it. This is someone that you know. And I'm not picking up that it's sexual energy, it's actually love that's blooming here. You know, friendship. We all honor each other's emotions. This is friendship. The number 11, spiritual connection. 5, this is showing that both your karmic lesson is learning to not compromise your values for short-term goals. Like both your goal that you guys are teaching each other now is literally learning how to not compromise your higher self to give into your lower self. You see what I'm saying? Right? And so with we all honor each other's emotions, this is telling me that you have love is definitely everywhere around you, and you're learning what friendship is. And you know, friendship can start off in some very, with this moon card, in unexpected ways, you know, and things like that. But just basically being able to be honest with yourselves about certain situations, you know, that true authenticity protects you from getting into affairs, protects you from, you know, walking into karmic cycles blindly where there's third party situations. And people can pick up on that you're a monogamous, relationship oriented person. But I really feel as if like this friendship is literally pure and it's just friendship. And I feel like that's the love that you've been seeking. Friendship. And I feel like you're going to start to see that love is everywhere around you all the time, at all times. So I feel as if what you were looking for has always been within you, pal 2. And message from your lust, go explore. How, in a safely way, of course. You know, you won't know what's best for you, when, how, where, and when. And God bless you.